These are 8 items The Rock owns that cost more than your life. And first up is his $300,000 purchase that literally made him who he is today. See, there's something The Rock does not play around with, and that is his gains. So after calling up his people, he got this 4,000 square foot gym installed at his Florida mansion. It includes the best barbells, weights, and machines. He would later post many photos of this gym on his Instagram, which eventually got the name the Iron Paradise. Man, this place is nicer than my local gym. But The Rock would spend even more on his supercar collection, from his Lamborghini Huracan to Rolls-Royce Wraith, and none of that compares to his $1.4 million Ferrari LaFerrari. There were only 499 of these made, and almost everything about this car is insane, starting with its V12 engine that's rated at 950 horsepower to its plush leather seats, and that's still not even The Rock's most expensive car. While arriving to his HBO show Ballers premiere, he was spotted in a Pagani Huayra. This $2.6 million beauty can rip the streets, going from 0 to 60 in only 2.9 seconds. Now that's quick. However, what if I told you his next purchase literally saved an entire sports organization? Back in 2020, a football league called the XFL filed for bankruptcy when they saw that the pandemic would limit their operations. With hundreds of employees laid off, everything was crashing down for them. Until hours before their auction, Dwayne and Redbird Capital forked $15 million for the league. He's always loved football since he was very young, so having an opportunity to revive an organization that gets people excited for it was a no-brainer. This event got everyone talking about him, and now that he became a worldwide celebrity, he just wants to relax in his home sometimes. So that's why, back in October 2019, Dwayne Johnson spent $9.4 million on this 46-acre ranch. With the property spanning over 14,000 square feet, it has a 5-car garage, high ceilings, walnut floors, and a barn. No wonder this place is so expensive. And the craziest part is, only 2 years later, he shelled out another $27.8 million for this Beverly Hills mansion. Now, this crib is insanely impressive, with 6 bedrooms, 12 bathrooms, multiple pools, and a tennis court. Since his house is so big, it even came included with its own guest house. Just look at this. But let's keep it low key, cause here is where The Rock keeps his expensive jewelry at. While you might see him wearing chains that glisten in the light, the real money is in his watches. He went to his jeweler and splashed a cool $85,000 for this Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. And it doesn't even end there. He owns Rolexes, Panerais, and IWCs. His watch collection is pushing well over the 6-figure mark alone. Damn. Watches, mansions, and an entire sports organization, it's pretty clear that he has a lot of business to attend to, and that's exactly why he spent even more on number 3. See, Dwayne saw all of his friends flying on these private jets, so he wanted to join in by buying himself one of the fastest planes in the world, a Gulfstream G650 worth $65 million. Well, other than traveling faster than any car, what other perks come from flying on this beauty? Well, in the inside, it has equipped Wi-Fi, large windows, TVs, and even a fridge. This plane is cooler than my entire house. But I think he's going to really need it, cause what he bought next is getting people to go crazy for it. Yeah. On December of 2019, it was reported that Dwayne bought a stake in Salt and Straw, making him a partial owner. This ice cream company has been able to grow from 0 to 20 locations since 2011, and there's no signs of them slowing down. It looks like it was a good investment, cause everyone was so hyped to the point where they even released The Rock's own flavor. People are loving their ice cream. However, there's one final thing Dwayne Johnson owns that's worth even more. Something so valuable that it's going to push him over to billionaire status. See, back in March of 2020, he released his own alcohol brand called Terramana Tequila. This was a time when the pandemic was in its prime, so everyone and their mamas was home, making this the best opportunity to release any product. Because of that, it was able to sell 300,000 cases in its first year. Each case includes 6 bottles, so if we do the math, he made about $9 million the first year. The Rock most likely spent millions on his company so far, but this only looks like the start, cause they're on track to do double this year. While making your own alcohol is cool, this one is going to likely push him to become a billionaire, because other celebrities like George Clooney, Conor McGregor, and Sammy Hagar have sold their own alcohol companies for millions to even $1 billion. So no doubt, in a couple of years, this would probably be his biggest moneymaker. Now, The Rock's hard work really paid off, but for most actors, it literally takes them decades to get where he's at. Some might have to take roles that will literally change their bodies. And if you want to see that, go subscribe!